Welcome to our video in our pelvic health series, and we're going to be talking about overactive pelvic floor muscles.
Sounds like a good thing though, right? Having
an overactive
really active one. It's like going above and beyond. Is that not a good not a good thing? No.
What would happen if you just held your bicep on all day and you walked around like that?
I probably wouldn't be able to. I'd probably get really sore.
It will get really sore.
Oh, yeah, actually now I'll probably get really stiff elbow actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think people would look at you too and go, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, but
they probably can't.
Can you see that?
No, you can't see it in your vagina.
Okay.
No,
you're
you're
right.
right.
First thing I thought of.
No.
Yeah, okay.
What if you wanted to do things though? Like say you then had to pick something up.
I'd just straighten it out.
Would you?
Yeah.
Wouldn't be too tired?
Yeah, might be actually.
Might be a bit.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, no, you're right. I would get tired, wouldn't it?
It would. So from an overactive pelvic floor point of view, it's not actually a great thing.
Okay.
So as we said in our pelvic floor muscle video, that the pelvic floor muscles need to be able to contract and pull up, and they need to be able to relax and come back to their starting point. They've got to have what we call a full range of movement. So like with our bicep, it comes right up, it should have the capacity and ability to come right down as well. So
I guess if it's like here, and it suddenly needs to do more, probably can't do more.
It can't. No. It either is too tired, or it's just so tight as well that it doesn't then have the ability to do extra stuff for you, and it will let you down.
Okay.
So some of the problems that people will experience when their pelvic floor muscles are overactive, they may actually leak urine.
Really?
Yeah.
But isn't everything like locked in there?
No, they get exhausted.
Yeah, okay.
So it's like being able to pick up something with your bicep and you've held it here all day and you think, I haven't got the ability to do that. So it can also be a symptom of a weak pelvic floor. But it may be a symptom of overactive pelvic floor muscles as well. Same with not being able to hold in wind. It may be that your pelvic floor is gripping and holding too much and it's really fatigued and you're therefore having trouble holding everything in. Sex.
Yeah, so can this give you consequences or like symptoms in that regard as well?
Absolutely. So if the muscles are really tight and if they're closing around the vaginal opening, it's then very hard to get things into the vagina, and it can be very uncomfortable to get things into the vagina as well.
So these muscles, when they're tight all the time or on all the time more than we like them to be, do they become more sensitive to?
They do.
Yeah.
They become more sensitive to touch, but even just sensitive generally, and they can refer pain out to other areas of the body too.
So if you have pain coming from your pelvic floor, where might you feel it otherwise?
You might feel it in the abdomen.
So it could be because of pelvic pain.
Absolutely. You might get pain coming down your legs as well. Some people will get pain in the back. One part of the pelvic floor, when it becomes overactive, can cause pain down the sides, which is a bit sort of like ovarian style pain as well. So you definitely can have a pelvic pain picture with your pain as well. So
and we see fairly commonly, don't we, that it's the pelvic floor can be heavily involved in people who have chronic pelvic pain, who as well have problems with their periods being painful. And is that because everything's so close together and involved in being like part of the, it's not, things can't exist in isolation, like
absolutely.
that when we have problems with our periods or our bowels, that like then we can see that these other symptoms come in as well. We see that fair bit with your pelvic floor, don't you?
Well, everything is in such a tight space. So it's very much like living in an apartment building and someone in an apartment building is playing loud music, and that might be our pelvic pain that we've got there initially, and there could be lots of reasons for that, but then everyone in the neighbourhood can get involved. They don't want to be involved, but but they get pulled into that scenario. And that's where our pelvic floor muscles can be pulled in, and they can become overactive, they can become sensitised, they can become painful, even if they haven't been the primary source of a problem. It could have been a problem in the uterus itself.
So if that noisy neighbour moves out and I still have pain, so that might have been the start of it, but then now my pelvic floor is still painful.
Absolutely.
But I can do something about it.
You can do something about it. So it's a bit like the fact that maybe you couldn't sleep when that noisy neighbour was there, but even when they moved out, your body's got so used to not being able to sleep that you've got a problem. So the pelvic floor muscles, even though you may settle the initial cause of the pelvic pain, they may actually keep gripping and holding, and we need to do a lot of things to release them and get them functioning again to come up and down, and we can do a lot about that.
And that's why, you know, part of the approach, isn't it, with people who have period problems, not only managing the periods themselves, but all the different aspects that are involved to get the best outcome.
Absolutely.
That's really interesting. So, how might I know? Have we already done this? No. How might I know that I have an overactive pelvic floor?
We've talked a little bit about that. So we said that you might leak urine.
Oh yes.
You might not be able to hold your farts in well.
What about going to the toilet though?
Well, we may not be able to empty our bladder completely. So we can't get all the wee out.
Hard to start with?
It might be hard to start, and you've actually got to sit there and really think about it, or spend quite a bit of time waiting. Or bring in techniques like some deep breathing and things. To relax the body, to get the wee to start to come out. And it can be painful as well to pass urine. Or painful as your bladder actually fills up as well.
Okay. And same with our bowels.
Same with the bowels. It might be hard to get all the poo out. It might be hard to get started. You might be straining more. It might be pain.
And I know we talked a little bit about pain with sex. There can be different sort of types of pain with sex, can't there? So like pain at the opening when we try to put anything into the vagina, or we can also feel pain deeper
inside.
We can also sometimes we also see patients have pain after
sex as well.
So is can that all be?
It can all be related to the pelvic floor muscles. And some people even get pain before sex. So just at the thought of having sex, as well, the muscles come on and they actually contract in a protective way. Some people also will have pain with orgasm, and it's like, well, we want to enjoy orgasms.
That's
we enjoy sex.
You get to the point of having orgasm.
Absolutely, like you deserve that. The other thing around our vaginas is even just for managing periods as well. If we want to use tampons, if we want to use menstrual cups, having intimate examinations as well can be really painful or really difficult that you can't physically get something in your vagina. So that could be one of the signs. Okay. Well, and I think we've talked a little bit about that. There's something we can do about it, isn't there? But do we want to talk a bit more about what we can do? Because we can do a lot, and it's probably one of those things that we can't do anything instantaneous about it. But if we focus on it and work on it over time, we make gradual progress over time, don't we? And we can then improve things. So we've got to get the muscles to actually learn to release and come down so they start to move again. And we've then got to make sure that we lengthen them out too, because they've been curled up, they get tight. So lots of stretching, lots of deep breathing, lots of forms of exercise like maybe yoga as well. So there is a component around the brain as well, where we're trying to work on things like mindfulness or on active relaxation. And that will then help to calm the whole nervous system down too, because the nervous system gets involved with this process, especially when we've got pelvic pain as well. With the pelvic floor muscles too, like any other muscle, we may need to get in and actually do some massage to it. And people get a bit weird about that. because it's in the vagina.
I can see that.
And I get that too. But you know, once we've had a really good talk about these things, and you know, people know exactly what's going on, most people will find that they're fairly comfortable and confident with a little bit of training around how to stretch those muscles.
Yeah. Because we happily do it, like you said, for other sore muscles and things that we have, and knots and problem things. You know, we know stretching is important. We know massage is helpful. So
I guess this group of muscles too.
Yeah, once we know a bit more about it, it makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so pelvic physios obviously do a lot of that. So
pelvic physios do a heap of that.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay.
I love working with people to help them
to
get their muscle system back to where it should be. As part of that though, I think, you know, the GP management is so important too.
Yeah.
Because part of, or some people will actually have an overactive pelvic floor because they've had changes in the vaginal tissue. And that's where things like vaginal estrogen or managing an infection or a thrush episode, just so that their vagina is comfortable again.
Yeah, that's right. Because it can be any number of things that may have caused this to become a problem, and if we're not addressing that, whatever that may be, then you know it's hard to make
changes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I think we make a pretty good team.
We do make a good team.
Plus a patient, we'd be unstoppable.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, thanks for talking about that today.
That's all right. Thank you.